We found him.
Not good to be alive if you're a Clippers fan
After
right
going
now.
AWOL for an entire day. No Sports Nation. No, now why?
Marcellus, by the way, pulled his hamstring coming into the studio today.
Why are you guys smiling
like Sam Bradford?
Because
you're dancing on my grave right now, and you want me to be excited.
I hate them.
Why do you hate the Clippers? I don't hate the Lakers. I love the Lakers. I love the Clippers more.
No, you've got to make a choice.
I want to ask you.
You're one or the other.
A question
I'm trying to diffuse this situation.
I asked Mason in Fast Track. Okay, so on April 25th.
I know where you're going.
2014.
I know my Clipper history.
Okay, April 25th, 2014 is when
V.
Stiviano released the tapes.
That's when she wore the visor.
April 25th this year.
I know.
2 days ago, CP3 Blake out for the year.
Snap.
Do you know what April 26th is?
The day after the 25th? What?
Donald Sterling's birthday. You telling me there's not a curse?
No, there's not a curse. You believe in voodoo and witch doctors too?
100%.
You from New Orleans now?
No, does anyone believe in?
I don't believe in none of that.
Wait,
no.
Does anyone believe in less of that stuff than Max? Max
do you
doesn't
believe in KFP in Los Angeles?
That a boy.
I do.
Didn't your auntie once cure you on a tree with a thing? And
that's true.
Yeah, that's all hocus pocus there.
No, that worked actually.
Yeah, but it's still hocus pocus.
And the honey with the nail and the Bible in her hand.
I don't even.
There was a nail and some honey involved.
Yeah, and a honey.
But there's no Clippers curse.
You know, it's hard for me to say, even if there is karma. Marcellus, you're a hater, so now this is payback for you.
You did this.
My karma can't project onto the Clippers.
No, okay, I'll tell you the truth.
That's strong.
That's
Come
true.
on.
I did it.
What do you mean? Oh, the Max curse?
I did it. I've
cursed.
Cursed the Clippers.
No, you didn't.
That was
You
the
wouldn't do that
absolute.
to me.
Yes, I would.
You guys are really enjoying this moment.
No, I'm not. I often wonder, Marcellus, if there are higher forces at work, and that's just too coincidental. It's like the gods said, as long as Shelley Sterling is the Clippers' #1 fan, and as long as she is married to that guy, you will not enjoy riches. As long as the Sterlings are tied to this franchise.
I've never seen worse luck for any team in any sport.
My point exactly.
Ever. I've never seen worse luck. With that said, didn't the Cubs look good last year after they finally got...
Even if Doc Rivers in that metaphor is like the Moses figure, John, he could go to the top of the mountain. He could look into the promised land. He will not enter.
Yeah.
Not in L.A.
Teams break a jinx. They break a curse all the time. I don't know how.
They ain't going to break the jinx this year.
I don't know.
They still ain't been past the second round.
Yeah.
All true.
It's
all
like,
facts.
honestly, that's like heaven. The third round is like heaven, and they haven't gotten there yet. They're in purgatory.
They're not aware of the third round. They think that the second round is the championship.
Marcellus, can I get you to answer something?
Who won a second round championship?
4 hours of this?
Okay, can I get you to answer something honestly?
Damn.
Honestly. Put on your executive hat, okay?
Oh, you mean my suit and tie, too?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, because one day you're the only one in this room who has enough money to buy a team.
Yeah. You hear that, Max? I can be a part of an ownership group.
Damn.
Tickets tonight
don't do this.
in the upper level
I don't want to hear it.
are $10.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, that's good.
If you and I walk to the movie theater that's across the street from Staples Center,
it's like $14.
We would pay more to see Barbershop than we would to go to the Clippers game.
Barbershop 3. Barbershop 1 is playing in a matinee, $4.
Their TV contract is up at the end of this year, and they have one bidder, Fox Sports West. Nobody else wants them. Honestly, shouldn't they move to Seattle?
First of all, I dare you to put up our Clipper ticket prices, which are family friendly right now. This is a family friendly environment.
They're getting friendlier by the game.
How dare you use that as a negative?
To get into the last Laker game, to watch them win their 17th game of the year,
it's more
$1,000 to get in the building.
It's more expensive to see the Dodgers try to avoid a sweep with the Marlins at Dodger Stadium tonight.
I saw that.
Do you remember trading places with the Dukes when they were so cheap with that and racist with that black butler? They give him $5.
Half of that is from me.
And he's like, and he goes, "Thanks, I could go to the movies by myself." Or today you could take your whole family to a Clippers playoff game for that $5. That was kind of generous.
Be quiet. All right, here's the thing. I don't think look, it's going to be sold out. Yes? Okay. We know 20,000 people will be there. Is the demand to the point where it's Kobe's last game? Is there 40,000 people want to go to a 20,000 seat stadium? No. So therefore, the ticket prices start to drop. A lot of fans have concern of what's the product on the court.
Are you going?
No, but I
wasn't. Why not?
I declared before this round even started, I'm not going to any Portland Trail Blazer games because it should be a foregone conclusion that my Clippers, even healthy, when they were healthy, should beat that team. So I was waiting.
Do you still think they're going to beat them now?
Barely. I think they get to the second round, and then
You think they win without CP3 and Blake?
I think so. Well, we've always had to deal with the last couple of years. No CP3 at one time, no Blake at one time. This team has learned to have a mental resolve, and there's some underutilized assets like a Paul Pierce who hasn't played well this year. He could step up.
Austin Rivers.
I knew you were going to go there.
No, he says he'd score 100 points against Bob Cousy. How many is he going to score against Damian Lillard?
Lillard is licking his lips and licking his chops right now to see Austin Rivers guard him.
Austin Rivers falls down for no reason.
He
doesn't need Lillard to cross him over.
He does. All that said, though, I still think
I love Jamal Crawford. I do.
There's conversation that CP3 could come back in the next round. There's a 7 to 10 day procedure that you could actually.
Clapper says
he can't do it.
Yeah.
He can't do it.
Says it won't happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
By the way, even full strength. Look, I believe the Clippers full strength beat Portland full strength.
Of course.
However, because the old saying, it's not a series until a team loses a home game.
Yeah.
However, I think there was a very good chance that Portland would have won that game with everyone healthy. They were at the time of the injuries, they were up 2 or 3 possessions. So if they go on to defend home court as they had in the previous game, there's no guarantee the Clippers get by that team with everyone. Without everyone.
Yeah, but the whole point of it is, even if they get past Portland, what are their real aspirations, real hopes? No. So I'm not going to be disappointed if we don't beat Portland, because I know Golden State's waiting for us, and if not, San Antonio, OKC, it's murderer's row. So, you want to prolong the inevitable, or you just want to say,
here's the downside for the Clippers, guys. Because of the injuries, they will now drag out the futility of this so-called Big Three.
That futility?
Yes.
The Big Three?
Yep.
That Big Three
the
is
definition
futility.
of futility.
No, they've been injured in the playoffs.
They haven't been to a conference finals yet.
Okay,
they've been together for 17 years. Make
4
one conference
years.
finals.
4 years, and they've been injured. And 3 of those years they've had injuries, if not all 4.
Okay, well then they keep getting injured. Whatever.
Yeah, doesn't that become become part of the narrative?
It does.
Yeah.
I've been there before as an injury-prone athlete. They say, look, I know you got potential, but we need you to be available. The best ability is availability, and right now our stars are not available. I get it.
Well, and the other thing that would you break them up?
No, I would do it just the opposite of what Max said. I would still buy into the hope and the potential and them playing in the optimal fashion.
Let me tell you which one of you guys is right.
Me.
It's Whiting.
Yep.
And here's why, Marcellus. Doc, the GM, is not going to kneecap Doc, the coach. Doc Rivers doesn't want to go through a rebuild.
No, not at all. Especially when you had the second best offense, the 6th best defense. They played
Doc, the GM,
well.
is the problem. Let's face it. They have a terrible bench.
Right, but he won't fire himself.
And here's the thing. If only
6th best
could
bench
find,
since Christmas, man.
If only
6th best.
Well, in terms of scoring, not in terms of scoring
That's
efficiency,
all I care
not
about.
in terms of
the
plus
scoreboard
minus.
is up there for a reason, Max.
Right. So how do they do relative to the other team's bench is the question. Not just how many points do they score.
6th man of the year? You think they got a horrible
Crawford
bench?
wasn't the 6th man of the year. He wasn't one of the 5 best 6 men.
You hear this?
And I love Crawford, but let's be honest.
disagree. I love Crawford.
He shoots 40% from the field and doesn't play defense. How could that be the best 6
but
men of the year?
Marcellus,
Yes,
just
sir.
if you look at the way the West is structured right now, they are the 4th best team, and I don't see without changes how they become the 3rd or the 2nd or the best.
Well, they were the only team.
You know how they
team
do
to
it?
beat them.
If they had a GM like, I don't know,
I
a guy
agree.
who could rebuild on the fly, like
Messiah Jury, Neil O'Shea.
No, like a Neil O'Shea, yes. If only they could get their hands on a talent.
Did you see
like
Neil?
They had Neil O'Shea and refused to pay him.
Did you see that story about his quick rebuild in Portland?
I didn't see the story, but
oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Guys, he lost 4 of his 5 starters. 4 out of 5 starters gone. The only guy he kept was Lillard. And if anything, maybe they got a little better.
Not through his efforts, though. He tried to keep Aldridge. He wanted to keep more of those guys. He couldn't.
And when he couldn't, he rebuilt
and
on
then
the
he
fly.
got a great coach that actually
Who hired the coach?
He did. But guess what? The coach is over. Look, last year in Houston, they exceeded expectations. What happened in Houston this year?
Well, that's only one reason for that. They were playing the Clippers in the
That's right.
Otherwise, they would have fallen short.
You pray to get that matchup.
Last team in the NBA to beat the Golden State Warriors in the playoff series. You know what that team was? The Clippers.
As a businessman, would you not pack the moving vans, go to Seattle? If you can get the
what?
Yeah.
Why? We're the best team in basketball in LA. Why would we leave?
Yeah, but wait a minute.
Why would the Lakers leave? They're not playing good basketball anymore. You don't even have a coach. You're not even a real team yet. You get a coach.
Move along.
All right.
Yeah.
We stay
nothing
here.
to see here.
Yeah, nothing. It's just
no. If
you
you got the same TV deal in Seattle that you could get here, you could charge way more for the tickets.
Of course you could, and you could get a better deal on television.
And you could kill off that dumb condor.
Yeah, that condor. Nothing.
By the way, Chuck the
bad
condor.
luck, Chuck.
Animal abuse. Really?
Bad luck, Chuck.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount
Rushmore for the Clippers. Chuck the Condor, Ralph Lawler, and Clipper
That is
Darrell.
shock.
There's
Yeah.
3 known players.
and
Billy Crystal.
and
Billy
Shelley
Crystal.
Sterling,
number one fan.
Number one fan.
Rush.
All right, you guys are trying to get rid of a franchise. How about we're getting a franchise, and tomorrow, you, Steve,
Yeah.
along with myself and Eric Dickerson, the Hall of Famer.
I by the way, Waddy, I heard you participated in a conference call today. I moved your odds of showing up from 25-1 to 8-1. I think you're going to be there.
By the
but
way-
I slid Dickerson's from 40-1 to 75-1 because
Damn.
he probably thinks that by participating in the call, that's what he's being paid for,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
he's
all
not
right.
Hey,
actually
guess
going to
what?
show up.
I told him that we were on a long
Yeah.
conference call discussing the show today.
Oh, it was all made up. Oh wait,
I say, what conference
He
call?
bought it hook,
Oh,
line,
wait a
and
minute.
sinker.
Odds of then
We
you're
didn't have
now
a
50-1
call.
and Dickerson 75.
And Eric's not
1.
getting paid. Eric's just coming because he loves us.
Oh, in
Eric's
that
not
case,
even getting
100-1.
paid.
100-1.
Well, that's tomorrow,
You-
5
you-
to 7
you-
at
you-
Tom's Urban.
You bringing the honeys?
I need to do something. What's up, Raj? Ooh.
Well, wait a minute. That
Ah.
doesn't mean he's coming. He might be just setting up
Oh,
Whitey.
just sending
Now, Marcellus,
people
you
there.
grew up as a running back in
Yes.
Southern California, right
Love-
here in Los Angeles.
Loving Eric Dickerson.
I'm sure idolizing Eric Dickerson.
Yep, I told him to.
How many
respect.
yards do you rush for in
Win.
the NFL?
And
What's amazing is
Really?
here.
You
This is
gotta go
the
there?
first time I've
Pile
ever
on,
done.
Marcellus!
First time I've ever done a show with 2 Hall of Famers.
oh, that's sweet.
Wait a minute.
Columbia Hall of Fame.
Wait, who's the
Columbia.
other one?
Me. Columbia Hall of
Marcellus,
Fame.
is he in the Hall of Fame?
Ivy
For what?
League. Ivy League.
Ivy League.
I thought Eric Dickerson and Marcellus Wiley were both in
Do you
Canton.
remember? Hey, do you remember when Augusta needed a black guy because everybody was picketing?
Yes.
The Ivy League needed a black
Oh,
guy.
oh, got it.
So now Marcel, are you the only brother in the Ivy League Hall of Fame?
Let me think.
Aren't you in
Yeah.
the wait a minute?
Thank you.
Aren't you in the typing Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
And by the way,
National champion.
people don't even
Right.
type anymore.
I know that's not a real. No, they
What
do.
other-
They just don't
what
type
other
on
obsolete
typewriters.
skills do you have?
I type. Everyone types. They just don't use typewriters.
He's
I've
in
never
the,
heard
D,
someone
he's in the
take-
DJ Hall of
By the
Fame.
way, I've never heard a guy who was the national typing champion, had a 10-year career in the NFL, take so much abuse from
I'm
three
like-
people who've never done
I'm like,
anything.
can you-
Zero.
Can you
No
believe
achievements
this was
whatsoever.
we just crushed him.
I don't
Yeah.
like
You
it.
have
Yeah.
more. Hey,
He was
a
you have
street-
more
he was an
awards in
all-pro
your
defensive end.
bathroom than we have in all 3 of
Oh,
our
you wait
houses
And the
till tomorrow.
typewriter
combined.
champion.
Wait
Mace,
till tomorrow,
Mace, he was
Mace.
the
You wait.
fastest 12-year-old in the United States of America.
Yeah.
Max,
Yeah.
think about this. He has more awards in his bathroom than in the 3 of our houses
Oh,
combined.
you wait till
Right.
tomorrow, Mace. 5 o'clock at
And
Tom.
that's
yeah.
just for
I'll
what he
get you
does in
back.
the bathroom.
Wait a minute.
I'll
I
get
gotta
you back.
carry you tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm doing. You told me to do all the work.
I did tell you to do that.
Can you
Please be
name
our
more?
backbone.
Can you name more than 5 Rams?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, Laurinaitis will start you out.
No, he's not on the team
okay.
anymore.
Yeah, you
Okay.
made that mistake.
Tavon
on television.
Austin.
Okay,
Okay,
Janoris
there's
Jenkins, go ahead.
No, don't give him names.
No,
Janoris
he's not there
Jenkins?
anymore.
Janoris Jenkins?
Todd Gurley, of course.
All right, that's
Gurley,
2.
okay.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. Come on, he's a beast.
Aaron Donald, right?
He's
You
a
good?
beast.
Pretty good.
Oh, man. Let's keep going. Who's the quarterback? Of course, Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
He's
of
getting
course.
cut.
No, he's not. He's not been cut yet.
He's not been cut
You got
yet.
4. You got 4.
Oh, man.
One
I'm
more.
Who's the other
like,
quarterback?
One more.
Nah. We ain't
One
getting that.
more.
Nah, we need somebody else.
Look at Raj,
more.
like, bail me out.
Raj, say something in my ear.
This
Say
Rams
something.
special's gonna be the greatest.
Stan Kroenke.
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, Jeff Fisher.
Just
the
say
backup quarterback.
Jack Reynolds.
The backup
Go with that.
quarterback.
Jack Renham?
Yeah.
Warner.
Jack Youngblood.
Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce.
Merlin Olsen.
CrossTalk is brought to you by
DeMarco Farr.
Tory Holt.
For SoCal BMW Center near you. Y'all ain't right today.
Oh, boy.
Log on to SoCalBMW.com.